Hello everybody, here are we doing today. You'll have to let me know if you find this game to be a little quiet, because for whatever reason it's really quiet on my end.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
So I kind of had to jack up the volume for recording. So, yeah. Alright. So, if you remember, last time we finished the Elven side quest. And so, next for us is to go to Orzammar. However, before we do that, we're going to run back to Denerim, see if we have done any of the side questing, and see if there's any new side questing for us to do from Denerim. Denerim.
More foul dark makes
But for the most part, we're just kind of doing whatever we want to do. Only one enemy left. I was gonna say, it shouldn't take our guys this long to kill one enemy. One enemy that is a Genlock. Very weak, very weak, very weak. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Aren't we having a good day today? You know, glad to be back with some more Dragon Age. I would say we have one big section, one main section, and then a big section after that. And then we've basically finished this game, and then we can do the DLC for this game. Which actually, there's 4 DLCs, and we could do them if you want. We are definitely doing one of them, which is close to a full-length game almost. It's probably half the length of this game, just for one DLC. But we could do all of them if you want. It adds to the story. Like, the one good thing I find about BioWare and Dragon Age is that no matter what you do, you will have story. You will have things added to the story. So no matter what happens is good.
The Mages Collective thanks you.
The Mages Collective thanks you. Yes. Alright, and there's 2 things in here for us to check on. Alright, we can do them. No problem, no problem, no problem. We've probably... There's a chance we can beat the main story next week. You'll probably get all the way, if not most of the way through Orzammar today.
What can I get you, stranger?
What can I get you, stranger? Already accepted those. Oh, we have to...
What can I get you, stranger? What can I get you, stranger?
Let's see. Negotiation. We need toxin extracts and other things. How many toxin extracts do we have? I thought I had been saving them a little bit, but apparently not enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy some at some point. Yeah.
Shall we?
Alright, Zevran, you sexy man. Look.
I'm afraid not.
Are you kidding me, Zevran? You're not... Oh well, whatever. Edvina.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
No, Zevran.
I've I would have asked earlier, but I
Oh.
wanted to wait until you seemed ready to... Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to
Oh,
serve.
here's Zephyron's side
and
quest.
I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such.
What are your
It is
intentions
good
with
to know
me?
what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yes. Zephyron disapproves. That's okay. I will give him cake, and Zephyron will reapprove of me 100%. Last guy is in Frostback Mountains. We'll kill him soon. Oh, we gotta go to Red Cliff for that. Blech. So we're looking for somebody here in Denerim, actually. Alright. Well, let's take care of these things real quick. Well, that's the reason I was asking. Like I said, the game is abnormally quiet, and it's not going to get any louder unless I artificially turn it up. I don't really know why it's quiet right now, because I haven't adjusted the volume for it at all, so... Whatever, it's up to 15 decibels, so... It's all good.
Dwarven craft.
Dwarven
Shall we go?
Graves.
All complete.
Won't find
It
better.
cannot be done.
It cannot be done. We're also not in too much action right now. We're once again stuck at the whole meander around the game until we figure out what the hell we're doing. Shoot, I don't know where this guy is. False witness. Routinely does in stores. I guess the easiest thing will just to do this. That way we're not just wandering around. Oh. Cool. Very easy. We'll actually go get him later. When we come back. Okay, we need to go to the docks. Odd. Why are we in a loading zone? We should have traveled on the map. The archdemon.
You're awake. Did you feel it?
Look, there's Morgan.
It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us. What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
We're under attack. Look at Kukak.
You! Lethalan! Don't come near me! Stay away! Don't look at me!
It's
I am
Tamlin.
sick! No help! No help for me! The song in my head, it calls to me. He sings to me. I can't stop it! Don't want to hurt you, Lethalan. Please, stop me! Too far. You cannot help me. I'm so sorry, Lethalan. Never wanted this.
He's dead.
Who was that? Tamlin. Then he was the one who was with you when you... I'm so sorry. This is what happens when the taint is left unchecked. It's...
This is why you always check
it's
your
better
taint.
for him to have it end. It was a mercy.
Fortification should be built around the camp.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins. Let us move on.
It's funny hearing everyone talk about everything.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
See, this is why if we had been a rogue, we could have just had a bunch of armor-wearing dudes surrounding us at all times. Well, dudes in Morrigan. Now, here's the question. Do you like Alistair, or would you like us to replace Alistair with a new character who will be coming up in Orzammar?
They're from the guild! I know that's the one they hired! Stop them!
Danger approaching.
Okay. Would you like to see who the potential replacement is? Before you make a decision. Well, that was easy. Alright, now to Redcliffe Village. We must deliver our condolences to a woman. I'm pretty sure you only get that fight and cutscene if you're an elf, but I don't remember. It has been a very long time since I played this game. Like, I think the last time I legitimately played through Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 was when I was an undergrad, which would have been in, let's see, I was almost dating Tiffany. That would have been in 2014. I haven't played this game since 2014. Yeah, maybe like a day or two.
Maker's blessings upon you, one.
Right, I forgot. Different places have different missions. Shoot. Where is this person? I'm pretty sure this is a glitch texture as well. Yeah, this should have gone away after the fight. I'm pretty sure we've just broken a lot of things, and I think we're gonna just leave it at that.
Good to see you again.
Why does it...
Good to see you again. Good to see you again.
Oh, okay. Whatever. It's Caitlin's house. It's Dwin's house. We'll have to go speak with Dwin later. Or no, that was the general store I was looking at.
And so I shall.
That might be where we need to go, actually. So, let's head up there real quick. Head up there real quick, yo. Alright.
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Okay, Darnall Garrison is not who we are looking for. Not at all, not at all. Alright, we might have to look up where this person is. Which, not the worst thing to have to do, but also not necessarily what we want right now. Come on, you stupid 360, you can speed this up. I can hear ya crying in the corner. Alright, what's this mission called? I need origins, not false witness. It is... Black Center regulars. Urania. Notices of death. Oh, she's in the chantry. The one place I would never go. Who would go to the church? That should take care of all of them, actually. So that completes the Blackstone Irregulars. Here you are, Arenia.
Yes?
Yes!
All right. Let me take a look. I feared this day would come.
Well, she took it better than expected. Well, I guess not. She just kind of yeeted herself out, then turned around and went out the door backwards, like a boss. If you could epically enter or epically leave a location, how would you do it and why? Like, what would you be your fantabulous, magnifitastic, superb, amazing, supremely awesome way of entering or leaving a location?
The Irregulars thank you.
Of course. Take your time as you figure it out.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
wish there was just a faster way we could, you know, go and get to the world map without having to walk. That would truly be, in my opinion, the best thing, because then it cuts down on my walking. Alright, now we're going to the Frostback Mountains. The best, second best mountain you can go to, other than the Bareback Mountains. Yeah. Old Tigrin.
You have coin, stranger? Fine weapon and arms, Dwarven made.
Fine weapon and arms, Dwarven made. Fine weapon and arms, Dwarven made. Arr. Na, na, na. Mode, speaking of streams, did you ever catch up and rewatch The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess?
Couldn't we all just get along?
What's our time award?
No.
Low gate.
Right, man.
I see you forgot the end where I was, where you missed quite a bit. Yes. You missed quite a bit and you said you'd watch it to make up for it. Because I wanted to talk about it, but you missed it. You were very tired, if you remember. And that last, like, 20, 30 minutes, you were just dead to the world.
So they just sort of gather near the doors. There's no doors out here at all, I'm told.
Yes, I remember not.
You hear about those hunters from Oswald?
Brian?
This about the guild? I swear, I didn't tell them anything. I just took the sovereigns.
Off we go. Time for more battle.
Well, he's dead.
What can I do for you? This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
I am honored to be fired.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into...
Okay.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children
So, the dwarves...
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very...
They have a very interesting
My grandfather says I've lost my
lifestyle
style
and
sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
system of living.
Best.
So, you might enjoy it. Learning about it and all that.
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armor and weaponry east of Orlais. Oh, you've heard of me. What have you heard? And just so you know, some of my competitors have been trying to besmirch my sterling reputation. Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word. Oh, them. Well, I have a few shields here. I had one sword, but I sold it already. A collector. I can't go telling you all about my paying customers. One, it's not ethical, and two, it's bad for business. A lot of my customers are sensitive types. They don't want their personal business related to every stranger who happens along. If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful. Redcliffe. The guy who bought it lives in Redcliffe. He's a collector. A dwarf named Dwyn, I think. I don't want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear. Well, he's the proud owner of your giant sword. If you'll excuse me, I have this sudden urge to pack.
I have this sudden urge to, leave. For my own health and well-being.
Yes? Oh? What is this about? How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Oh, great. No wonder the stop
My favorite thing is, despite the fact that, you know, these guys are like, it's all a misunderstanding, but I just don't feel like dealing with you. I'm just like, you know, you could just sit here and talk to us. Do you ever consider the fact that we might want to listen? No? Okay. Gossips, Brian.
King Loghain will not...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
He will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
So, if we played as a dwarf, we had two options. You could be a dwarf noble or a dwarf castless. If you were a dwarf noble, you would be the son of the king who just died.
The dwarves worship their own ancestors, if you can believe it.
So...
Spare a few bits for an old man. For the love of...
These are the Paragons. The Paragons...
That's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Are essentially the heroes of Orzammar, and they are revered as close to godlike to the dwarves. So if you do something to vastly advance, you know, the race in some way, you are considered a paragon. Very fancy. But I think the best way, and I might be wrong, and somebody should correct me if I'm wrong, but the dwarf system here in, like, their, social structure is similar to India. But with, you have a caste. You have a place in life. You are a tradesman. You are a noble. You are a commoner. Or you have been cast out and you have no caste.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
So we can side with one of those two, by the way.
Lying idiots. I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yes, you should.
Yes, you should. As you can see, because we are not a dwarf, instead we are a elf or human, or even if we were casteless, we would be talked down upon.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont. The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin. Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
So, as you've noticed, they don't talk about the third son, the favorite son. That's because that is you, if you choose to be the dwarf.
King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. You come at a sad time, stranger.
Oh, no. Excuse me.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium. Enhanced, of course.
Lyrium enhanced. Dwarven steel. That's really good.
You look like you're not from around here.
Absolutely.
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
So, the one thing that you'll realize when you play this game is dwarves cannot cast magic.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin. Aye, for yours.
Aye. So for our sake, just so that we don't have to trek around here so often, we're gonna actually go and do the, we're gonna run to the, the circle real quick. Nug Wrangler.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Good on you, stranger. We're looking for a nug. A nug-a-lug-lug. And we give it to him, and he pays us. Aha! We wrangled up a nug. There you go.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game. Such as it is. I don't have
So anytime we find a dog, we give it to him. He gives us money. We are the dog whistler. Whistler. Nug glug glug. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Excuse me. I forgot we killed Brian.
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
But the story of if you choose to be a noble dwarf is your brother Balin there sends you and your other brother out on a hunt for something. But what really happens is that he also sends assassins to kill your brother, your older brother, and the assassin's actually supposed to kill you as well, but you managed to kill them. However, somebody happens to walk up just as you finish killing the last assassin, and they assume that you killed the brother. And thus, it's reported to the king, your father, and he has no choice but to banish you from Orzammar.
It's a fight. Down low.
All of them have very good backstories, and really, unless you just want to see the interaction, you only need to play the game 3 times fully to figure out how people interact with you. Once as a human, once as an elf, once as a dwarf.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery. Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the
only difference between the two is
she
just
will never be able to weave
the
simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries. Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered. I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate. If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed.
I mean,
when she
there's also,
arrives.
You'll also need to do one extra one, because I think there's a human noble and then a human commoner. But then you'll also need to do, like, a human mage. Because the mage has its own separate thing no matter what you are.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
I mean, the only other thing would be, like, there's a slight variation in the conversation with elves. If you're Dalish versus a, if you were not born Dalish, there's a difference in Orzammar if you are a casteless versus if you are the royalty. Just very, very minor conversation changes, but nothing, like, huge, you know.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the Circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said. Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a Dwarven observer in the Circle since Urelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition? Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the Circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Could have extracted money from her, but... Nah.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Of course.
The Rock Knocker!
A Trastvala stranger. Here for all... Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. What? Do you even know what you've done? She's casteless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again.
Why the fuss? I am sure the Circle Tower is full of parental figures just waiting to tell her what is best.
My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here. You monster! You sent my daughter to the surface! She can never return!
Now she can never return! He had nothing we wanted, so...
Ancestor. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Oh yeah, what's your cool entrance exit?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. A warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Don't get your hopes up. We could set...
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Zevran, don't be rude. We got more nuggies. Snuggy wuggy.
No king. And now elves running around.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
That's very flashy, magical, and twinkly.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
I'll take your gold. I'm still thinking on mine, so... Shadow of the Empire, Javi. Wade's is better. Tapstis Tavern? I didn't say it doesn't sound like you.
Ugh.
I was laughing because it is you.
Do not buy anything.
Atrust Valis, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Tap, tap, Tapsters.
Certainly.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew? I recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself? Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that. I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines. Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live. I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs. Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones. Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Branka, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after. Branka was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago.
Went batty?
No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
In Dwarven
They're everywhere! I can't take it!
Oh, I can't take it!
Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
He looks like a child wearing his daddy's clothes.
There's things older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent dashers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Badly. Oh.
How does the caste system work?
Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected dashers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
They're not fond of my views on equality.
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
As you wish. So we're finding out interesting things. He wants a sextant. Nuggies!
Maker's blessing on you, sister. Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that.
Yeah, this is definitely the same voice actor. Several different people already in here, as well as several animes.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard
God, I would love to be a voice actor. Dust Town. This is where the casteless live. We've explored 53% of the world. Think about that. And we've explored a majority of every place we've gone to so far. I probably would be good at it. It's just I don't have the opportunity or time to really invest in it, so it's not gonna happen for a very long time.
Let me guess. This is where the poor people live.
Oh, very good, Alistair. This is where the poor people live, and they'll kill you for saying that.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kid once we cut them out.
What's this?
No wonder they greet us so enthusiastically. Ah, this is where the poor people live.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground. Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee. More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it. Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Probably would not have been a good investment anyway.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Of course.
Alright, what do we got here? Nothing. Nothing. Efforts? Boots. Ah, see, Effort's boots goes with the armor of diligence. So the armor of diligence is split up. And it actually, if you read, oops, I didn't finish.
You're back.
So, oops. So if you read, like, for instance, Morgan. When equipped in a set with all the Juggernaut, you get a bonus to Strength and Constitution. Alistair. When equipped with a set of all the superior Dragonbane plate, armor, and boots, character gets more defense, and spells and talents cost less, you know. I didn't finish again.
You're back. You got more bit... Of course.
I need to buy all those, actually. Nothing. Q. Q, Q, ka-choo, boop.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Spare... Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick.
He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. Yes, I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways? You would do that? But why? Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
I think there's some people you can actually, cough cough sleep with, depending on how you word your responses. I think this slum house right here is your character's house if you are born, if you choose to be casteless.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, you heard me. Sleep with. I mean, we already slept with one hooker. Alright, into Tapsters. Of course it was lovely. Two ladies in their undies. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
What are you looking at, stranger? I could be. What business is it of yours? What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it? I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that...
Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
That was easy. Oh, just tell her to come home. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Belly rubs, kitty. Belly, belly, belly rub, belly, belly rub, rub, rub. He rolled onto his back. You know what that means? Belly rubs. Belly rubs for the kitty cat. This place is just beautiful. Really, if you take the time to actually look up and around.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say? Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash.
He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
What? No? Oh, there's coins. Just take the coins. And the doll. But like, could you imagine living in a city under the ground that looked like this above you? Yeah, we know you like creepy. Creepy and magical. Creepy and magical. Anyway, we want to go to the Diamond Quarter.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
If I remember correctly, there's a nug around here. See? Nugs. Did I say that, or did you assume that?
You're the best wrangler. But there's more out there. You're the best wrangler I trust Vala.
Nope, there was no tone, yo. That's faux show, yo. Ho.
So the closer you live
You have
to the
come at a
surface,
difficult time.
the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
News of the hour! 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont as the true voice of the Dwarven folk. Is Paragon Hood far behind?
Well, all right. I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
I will. Sure, you can be a scarecrow.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties. That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down. That would be enlightening. though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
And this is to be your king. One who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his example they follow as they cower from this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience? I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan, it's true.
Then you agree to fight in Harrowmont's name. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then. Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
I'm just gonna point out that we just unlocked the door. We would probably be attacked if we walked in there right now.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. It is done.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon you.
I am listening.
I will pray to the stone for you.
But we will do the proving soon. We're not done exploring.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
You don't want to go in there, though. Ah, the Shaper. We will go in there in a minute. AKA right now. Ah, yes, the Shaperate. We will go there in a minute, as in right now.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to? I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine! Ah, he's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. Not exactly, but... I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads. A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Your wish?
Your wish?
I knew it would be it.
Gloves of diligence.
Easy.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Zebor?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you. That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition? What sort of charities do you mean? Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more? We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then. But we lost too many battles. We lost our golems. And we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn. The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle. But Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more. They are to us what a colony is to surfacers. They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the Darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many Darkspawn as possible. The Paragon Caridon, one golem. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us. I will settle your mind if I can, Warden. All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to Paragon. A Paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name. Your presence here has been...
Okay. There's so many things for us to do here, like I said. Alright, Orzammar. We can't do that. We're not going to do that. We will do that soon. We'll go talk to him. We'll do that in a second. So we'll have to be careful before we actually go talk to and do the lands meet. Because once the lands meet begins, we are very confined in this game. Essentially unable to go anywhere or do anything until we beat the game. We're locked into the finishing the game. Daddy has killed 590 people and suffered 3 injuries.
It cannot be.
Oops.
What say you?
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Okay.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have King's harassment in the street.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril.
Fucking political propaganda.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Lolly? It's a lolly. Oh, it's loyal. Loyal in our.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled. I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod. Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino. All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branka's honor, then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him. Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Oghren was one of the best warriors of his generation. Chasing some old treasure, she was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly a third. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Oghren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name. It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Remember my stubble I had on my face yesterday?
Did you see any guardsmen?
That was about 2 to 3 weeks without shaving. That's about the longest my facial hair will grow. I've tried. It's just not in my genetics to grow facial hair, so not much you can do about it, so, you know, whatever.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there.
So see the tattoo on their face?
So
that
if you
marks
want
them
the
as
Carter's
castless.
guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen. Whoa, whoa! All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
No, you're not. Bitch! Hello, I'm here to rob you, Figor.
Ancestors bless you for
yes,
saving
they do
my
get
poor
branded.
store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown.
Would you
the
fight
older
Daddy?
area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin. I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford.
The lowest prices I can afford, I promise. Goodbye. Betty Rub. He's got a stuffed belly. Please remind me after the stream to actually get Lucius's nails cut, please and thank you.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to... Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Thank you. I'm gonna tickle your toe.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her. City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the Deep Roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding.
He doesn't even have a beard. It's weird.
What's
don't
it
you
matter
think?
to you, huh? You trying to find out her secrets? That what Harrowmont sent you here for? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He looking to take it for himself? A little lost technology of the ancients to throw Balin right out of the picture? Too little, too late. But it's a nice gesture, Warden. If you think your boot kissing will get you an in I don't have, you're welcome to try this. I know both Harrowmont and Balin have been asking about her. 2 years without a peep, and suddenly now they want to start looking. If you find out what they know, it might just put me a step closer to finding her. Or sit here and have a drink. It's all the bleeding same to me. Barkeep?
Barkeep. So the reason we're going back down to Dust Town is because we got to get the book from the person who stole from the person with the book, and then we can do the proving in the commons on our way back to the diamond. We'll go back to the Shaper, which we can then turn in the book, and then go to our Harama. Belly rubs. He gets the bestest of belly rubs. But I didn't respond to your comment earlier about it. But yes, for YouTube, comments and likes do drive up YouTube.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here. Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
But yes, he is the best.
Just get along. No.
Proving receipt. to the proving now. Now what are you gonna do, Lucius? I got your foot. I got your toesies. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Every like, every comment, it just helps just a tiny bit. That or, you know, post videos of games that nobody plays but everybody wants. Like Joker 3. Can you imagine? Like, look at that. Ooh, a nug. I'm gonna name this one Chicky. Then it's a Chicky nug. Of course. La da da.
The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
Okay, we don't want to talk to the Proving Master yet.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me? Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything. I am. So if you're not here to... How do you know who I am? Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other. I thought we were discreet, but she's married to a Desher's heir. He'd kill me if he knew. So I have to slink out of here like some worthless brand for fear Balin will tell the whole city. They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel. You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrowmont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
The hell? The hell game? Welcome to Audio Glitches. I am your host. We've now broken several games in a row now.
Couldn't we all
I knew this
just
shit
get
stuff would be
along?
risky.
No.
Coin for the man who takes the warden down.
My, what to do? I would like a trophy.
Well, I think the volume fixed itself. And then it... What the fuck, game? And then it broke itself again. Hold on. What the fuck? Oops, not load. Alright, let's see. Is this still broke? Okay.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before. It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today. I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes. Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly? I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Dulin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll... Maybe I will at that.
Alright, that's one guy we've convinced to fight again.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically
We
trained.
good on the,
In fact, a few were hoping you'd
sound?
take part in some informal action. Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. The younger houses are interested in unorthodox stuff. We give small payouts. Maybe a bonus from time to time.
Okay, so we can do small fights with them. So we'll definitely do that after we finish.
You looking at something?
Yeah, your face.
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything. But you're holding the prize now. I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions. Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long. I merely exploit opportunities.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
So it's something right here. Okay, can we stop?
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until I...
This area is off limits. Combatants only. Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
You haven't been here long. You'll learn soon enough. Nothing in Orzammar is private.
As long as someone can find out.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. All complete. It is done.
It is done. So we just lose a little bit.
Guards, remove this intruder.
We lose a little bit of noise because of the auditory glitch, which is truly odd. Datory. Anyway.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything. Where did you get those? No, I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe. I will be glad to fight for Harrowmont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Thank you again, friend. Okay. Here's hoping that we don't have to deal with this again.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a... Or were you here to take part in the fight? Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
I am Daddy of the Grey Warden.
I'll just call you Grey Warden, since those elven names are such a mouthful.
But I am
We actually
Daddy.
have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start? That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. Once the fights begin, do you want to start, or would you like some time? Go down to the ring, then. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrowmont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
It's a bit loud. I think we broke it again. There we go.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Oh yeah, we absolutely demolished.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent! This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Harrowmont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the Warrior Caste Twin Terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Luke John.
May the stone honor you.
When
fall. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
This battle belongs to Carl!
I didn't even
The
move.
winner is the Grey Warden!
Look at that blood. Daddy is bloody.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily.
Of course I did. I'm
Are
daddy.
you ready for your next opponent? X. This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Heramont's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the Paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
The game doesn't expect you to kill them this
Grey
quickly.
Warden!
I'm just efficient. I'm a deadly efficient murderer.
Heramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent! Let us go. This is a glory proving. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodlick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
We still didn't move.
Today, I shall win back my honor.
Once again, we beat them too fast.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Daddy is too efficient with our knives.
Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Heramont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotin Idukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Heramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questioned. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Dear me, what's all this Oh, I see.
We did move.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harrowmont. Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
You showed him! The ancestors are smiling on Lord Harrowmont.
Oh, we're already back at Harrowmont's. Are we? Where are we? Oh, I know where we are.
When my arm heals, you watch out.
Ready for some unofficial training, Albert? We've got some young...
Oh, they're telling me this will be difficult, huh?
My word! So I shall.
Oh no, you don't!
What to do?
I thought they said this would be difficult.
You think they would run away more?
Running, we're running.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. We've got some young...
My, they're all so eager, aren't they?
Ooh, now the fun part. Let's have at it!
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion. We've...
I don't even know how much money. We don't get a lot of money. We don't get a whole lot of money for this, but you know, whatever. We get some good experience. I'm curious if you could ever actually run out of these fights, so we're gonna do this for a teeny tiny little bitty bit.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of... We've got...
Couldn't we all just get
We
along?
only get like 12 silvers. That really is not a whole lot.
Well, all right.
Should have moved faster.
Alistair, you died, you dummy.
My love?
You've taught our fighters some valuable lessons. It will take some time before they are ready.
Cover your ears! Okay, you're good. Hey. I love you, buddy. He yawns because he loves me. $5 says we're about to be attacked.
Zevran, you're here, at least in part, to get away from the crows, right?
That is indeed true.
So when this is over, what do you intend to do with yourself? You can't go back to Antiva, I assume.
What I do depends in large part upon your fellow Grey Warden. I am not a free man, as it were.
Yes, but what if you could do whatever you wanted?
Oh, I don't know. Aren't you going to be king? Perhaps you have people you need killed.
Is there some reason I shouldn't just kill them myself?
See, it's that sort of talk that is bad for business. Have you no thought to supporting the employment of your subjects?
Not for assassins, I don't.
That's the lovely thing about kings. They make for good business as the client or the target.
And people wonder why someone might not want to be king.
Ooh, did you hear? There was a teaser for Breath of the Wild 2 leaked ahead of the Nintendo Direct.
You're the best writer I've
I am mucho excited for Breath of the Wild.
You have come at a...
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
Politics.
Lord Harrowmont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot.
We like to do quests. Anyway, we're now gonna go talk to Lord Harrowmont. So there's actually two choices in this game, and I didn't even bother asking you because I will never side with Lord Belmont or Balin. I just can't. I can't side with them.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh?
Could I do it for the Achievo? Absolutely, but we're not playing for the Achievos. Oh, I have to go to... Rip, we have to go to the tavern. Ugh. But we still have one more choice to make, which... You'll find out when we get to the choice.
I trust God.
What's funny is some of the choices you make in this game right here, right now, will actually show up in 2.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you. Do you want to lay on my lap, buddy? No? You just want to lay next to me?
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. Then it is truly refreshing to talk with you. Even had you not aided me, I would be honor-bound to present your treaty to the Assembly. But I'm afraid with no king, they will not act. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown.
Okay.
His lordship appreciates your support.
His lordship appreciates your support. Hi. What's really adorable is Lucius knows when I'm talking to him. When I say hi to him, his tail will immediately start going crazy. He knows, and he loves me. As everyone can open everything.
Revenge on Grey Wardens. He is like a mad surfacer dog.
Does your tail go crazy when I talk to you, buddy? Yeah. Is it all still before I finish talking? Yeah. His tail will wag, and then when I start talking to him, it'll freeze. And then his response is either a crazy wag to show support, or just a slower wag.
Dear me.
Harrowmont has suckered the warden. Balin will not allow it.
At your command.
Like I said, we're gonna start getting attacked randomly now. Hi. People may say cats are the devil, but my cat is adorable.
I'm no one, don't look at me.
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
6 bits for a tumble.
I weren't talking to you. Hear me? We weren't talking.
I weren't talking to yous. Nah.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. What are you looking for?
What are you looking for? We're looking for information.
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Salrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised? I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Alright, so we gotta find some Carta members.
Jarvia said it's dangerous for anyone who talks to you.
So we have to go find somebody who wants to fight us. So we don't need to speak about the fact that I 100% forgot to get the video ready for tonight that goes up in like an hour and a half. So I just did right now. Oops. What do you mean, how? Like, I just didn't, like, I had the video up. I just needed to, you know.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how... They used to be a problem only in Dust Town, but now they're in the Commons, shaking honest... A band of... They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors that...
Right. Like, it's all uploaded and everything. I just needed to, you know, name it, put the thumbnail on it. All that stuff. Where can I get into a fight with the cartel?
You're back. You got more business for me? Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. Only Jarvia's men know all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, like there's a secret door. There's one just across... Now you want to buy something? Or are we done? That's what I...
So we know, obviously, that this is the base. But we don't have a finger boner.
Jarvia don't like no one asking questions.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about? Don't fall into the...
Where and how? Oops, wrong button. It says keep searching Dust Town.
I don't know anything.
Leave me alone.
Stop staring. Stop staring at my face.
Unless we need to go into the slums house. Maybe.
Well, look what we have here.
Yes, we do.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Couldn't leave me an open get along. No. Well, all right. Love me.
You are horrid. Don't kill me. Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now?
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person.
How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
I didn't sneeze though. They're like, bless you. But I didn't sneeze. Oh, that's true.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Looks like we got a martyr, boy.
As you well, all right. So like that. Love me.
Now we get our hands dirty.
I think we just bullied a lot of people. That's kind of cool. Would you like a wall of fire for your house? Who needs a fireplace? You can have a fire wall. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And it's not for your computer.
My, they're all so eager.
That's it!
And so I shall.
I love this game.
I do too, Zevron. This is a good game.
Yes, my friend? All complete.
Dear me, what's all this buzz? Of course.
You asked for it.
You will learn.
I love how many people's heads we end up cutting off in this game. It's just like constant. It's just like, and you lose a head. And you lose a head. Everybody loses a head. And then they all start screaming because they're like, oh my god, we all get something. And then they scream again because they realize, oh god, we're gonna die. Then they start screaming because, oh god, we didn't think this through. Anyway.
Couldn't we all just get along? No? Ah! What's this?
This won't take long. All complete. It is done.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to remove those, I remember now. Oh well. So... you're only supposed to take the cheapest, or else you face grievous injury. But... it's just Zevron.
Your wish?
Zevron takes worse punishments from Daddy on a daily. So, he's fine. Yes.
Couldn't we all just get along? No?
Oh, is that right?
On it. All complete.
Couldn't we all just get along? No? As you desire.
Down!
Of course.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see. Watch out, trap there.
There's a trap right here. No? Interesting. Huh. Only one of those had a trap.
Watch out.
Dear me, what's all the fuss?
Such fun!
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please,
This is your
stranger.
friend if you are
Let me
the,
out. Thank you.
castless dwarf.
We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
Whoops. I guess we do go this way then. Right? No, I am going the right way.
Let's grab some glory!
Lovely.
Watch now. Watch out, trap there. Watch out, trap.
So I shall.
Let's go!
As you desire. Of course.
Very well.
On it.
I am yours.
Well, smooth tripping right there. Try to remember that you don't have 2 left feet.
Bellissimo. I knew it would be easy.
Bellissimo. Anything to help.
Yes?
It is done. On it.
Yep, that's Jarvia, so let's go this way.
My, they're all so eager, aren't
Look, they're baby deep stalkers. They're babies. They just like to be petted. Holy fuck. The noise is back.
Ask away.
All done.
I wonder if it's a result of the computer. The fact that we're running it through a computer. Because I've never had that weird noise whenever I played this as a kid. But whatever.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city. Yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood. Kill them! But leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her.
Leave the pretty one alive.
Me, what's all the fuss?
Watch out, trap.
I'm going to
So I shall.
pretty teeth around my wrist.
Taste steel.
Ooh, now the fun part.
Of course. Well, all right. And so I shall. As you desire.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. I knew it would be easy.
I knew it. I blew it.
I
knew
have
it.
finished.
Blew it. Sue it. Do it. Clue it.
God! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall. First you sent my daughter to the surface, and now this! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her, and then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
He's in such a bad mood.
Get out of here. You're bad luck, you are.
Where did you come from, Daddy-o? Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're playing the game without the side effects, so...
could not have...
A trust vow.
Well, of course.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons.
Fucking news.
I heard the news. Jarvia and her carter are dead. I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender. Would that some of the noble caste had such loyalty. I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes. He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the Assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca? Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes. It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty. Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains. My men traced Branca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caradin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again.
And we're about to get our last regular member. If I remember correctly. At least I should. Problem is I don't remember what to do to get it. There we go. This is where we need to go.
So, you were serious before when you said you wanted to help Branka, huh? I'm Ogren. I don't know if you remember. People seem to forget me these days. Or ignore. I forget which. Not everyone hates me, you know. There's enough people who know I'm interested. They make sure I hear if anyone's looking for her. They say Harriman's team's finally learned something, and he's sending you to follow it. But they haven't found Branka herself, and that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck. You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years. If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
Alright. That is the last member of the regular team. Ogren. Do we want Ogren or Alistar? That he does. You can still choose, because I would need to go somewhere if we are choosing him. That's kind of what I figured. I usually play with Ogren because I don't.
Be careful out there.
I mean, I've played with both. Remember, usually I play with a rogue, so actually I usually have both Alistair and Ogren. So... So I misspoke originally. I alternate between Wynn and Morgan. And then I've got Ogren, Alistair. I never used Shale, I never used Cupcake, I never used Liliana, I never used the Canary. The problem, in my opinion, is that there are just too many characters for you to choose from.
Yeah, that's right. What did I tell you?
Another foe fallen, is it?
On it. This one. Take long.
Right, but I don't want him to have less. Like, even in games like Final Fantasy and everything. When you have too many characters, like, it's still a ton of fun. Even if you have to be like, well, I can't play as this character. But if I wanted to, I could.
Direct me.
You know?
Well, all right. As you desire.
Finally, we got out of those fights. Demonic Ichor. Oh look, they're deep stalkers.
Of course. And so I shall.
They're little raptors. They are precious little babies. They must be sliced and diced. The thing I find most amusing is the fact that nobody else can make it this far into this place but us, because we are Grey Wardens, but everybody else is super weak. And therefore cannot make it this far.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. It is done.
Because we are Grey Wardens.
Be on your guard.
knew it would be easy.
What shall we do? And so I should. What a mess. What shall we do? Another creature ahead.
No, those things don't drop anything, so that's why I'm not waiting, in case you were curious. It's like, but you're not waiting to get anything. Well, that's because they don't drop anything. Playing this game 500 million dozen times before helps you really just know when to move and when not to move.
I hate this smell on my face. All complete. Good to see you.
I knew it the moment I walk away. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how far we want to go into this today, because, like I said, Orzamar's the longest, because obviously, you know, we're still going. And I would say this is the second half of Orzammar, is going through the deep roads.
Of course.
So we still might have 2 more streams, actually, now that I think about it. So not just next week, but the week after that. It really just depends on how long everything takes, because yeah, I don't really know. Because usually when I'm playing this game on my own, I'm just flying through the dialogue as fast as I can. So that speeds up my time by like half, and I'm not talking to people. I just know where to go, what to do, yada yada yada. Bing bang boom.
What shall we do here?
Let's go! This really gets the blood. Shall we compete for
It is done. I knew it would be easy.
Yes, I knew it would be easy. And theoretically, if you really wanted to, you could put 0 party members on and just run through this game, ignoring most of these fights in these areas. Because you could easily just, you know, walk your character straight through every place. Oh, shit. If you really wanted to. Oh, excuse me. Especially since a lot of BioWare games have a flu exploit. Especially ones like this and KOTOR. Flu stands for fake level ups. So you can glitch the game into thinking that you've leveled up. Or thinking that you didn't level up, but your character did level up. I don't know how to do it. I was just saying. Why would you want a fake level up?
Lovely.
Because I could theoretically get Daddy to level 99 without doing anything.
Well, look what we have here. A couple of Harriman's little lackeys. Let's show him who's king.
You're all so eager. Of course. No, I shan't.
Yeah, it sticks. It's called fake leveling up because you level up, but you don't use your level up points. So it's a fake level up. You convince it that you leveled up, but you didn't. So it doesn't take away that level up point. They just call it a fake.
So, why would the crows send you, Zevran?
Is there some reason why they should not?
Plenty of reasons. Starting with the fact that you weren't exactly the best they had, were you?
Slander and lies. For shame, Alistair.
I'm not an idiot. Well, not most of the time. You're no raw recruit, but I've seen you fight. You're no master of combat by any means.
I'm not an idiot.
Assuming that I intended a fair fight, that would indeed be a problem.
But the crows must have master assassins the way you describe them. Men with years and years of experience. Why not send them?
Why not indeed? It is a mystery for the ages.
Oh, I get it. You're not going to tell me.
Morrigan said you were sharp. No liar, she.
Morrigan said you were sharp. No liar, she. This right here is where the sun dies. This is where you, as the Dwarven noble, would go to fight the Darkspawn, because you are accused of killing your brother. You are sent into exile, and your exile punishment is to fight Darkspawn until you die. And right here is actually where you start to die, and then Duncan saves you and takes you away, and you become a Grey Warden.
Time for more Darkspawn, I see. Of course. I shall. Of course.
Maker!
Oh, another battle it is!
Let's finish this.
As you like. On it.
How we managed to disarm this trap without us tripping it, I will not know.
Of course.
It is done.
It appears we will need to fight the entire blight ourselves.
Watch out.
Oh my. That is
Yes. Grey Warden,
Oh, is that right? As you desire. Of course. And so I shall. All right. As you desire. What's this?
We just murdered a lot of things.
The sound this darkspawn makes gives me the shivers. I knew it would be easy. All
Our
complete.
inventories are already full. Leo. Well, there's one easy thing to do. So let's go do it. It kind of times up perfectly for us too, so. I patted it, Lucius. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this? I'm sure you'll be...
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Enchantment! I'm gonna switch that out for extra damage against the Darkspawn. If I add a star, I'm gonna give this more damage against Darkspawn. Give this a chance for paralysis. I'm gonna give this a better chance for paralysis. And do more damage against Darkspawn. Enchantment!
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as... I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Are we? Then why do you ask such a question?
Morgan, love me.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good as... I await your... So, full of questions, are you? Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information. Any number of What if... In time, I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what... Would you not do the same? I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive.
That's very true.
I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move... Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. To begin with, yes. There were many. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of... Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation. Well, let's get on with it before the...
There. We lost it and then gained her approval again. Yay! If we were male, we could boing-a-doing-doing-doing her. But anyway. We are going to end it right here and pick up again with this next week. I'm kind of tired, my back kind of hurts, and I need to get up. So, like I said, that is where we're going to end it right here. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and on to the next time, everybody. Share funky people.